So I think now we can proceed. Can now proceed. Now let's talk of models of predicting corporate failure. 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 Models of predicting corporate failures. Can now begin on that. Now begin on models of predicting corporate failure. So on models of predicting corporate failure, I say we'll talk about two of them. Models. Corporate failure. In this case, I've said we'll talk of two of them. One is what we call the Altman. That's and number two is what we call the Springate model. So we can do on this very fast. Let's begin with the first one, Altman Z-score. And begin with Altman Z-score. The Altman Z-score. Now, for Altman Z-score, it combines various ratios in order to determine whether the company in this case is a going concern. When you talk about a going concern from accounting concept, remember what is a going concern? That the company will continue in existing operations for a foreseeable future with no intention of winding up. So, now a company will only exist as a going concern if in this case is going to do what? Succeed. So in our case, on the Altman Z-score, be able to know when a company can be able to operate as a going concern and when it cannot operate as a going concern. So we begin by saying, these models begin by saying, this model combines various ratios. This model combines various ratios in order to determine whether the company is a going concern. So I see this method combines various ratios in order to determine whether the companies are going concern. See, the decision criteria is as follows. The decision criteria is as follows. Now, this is it. If the Z-score here will be greater than 2.7, then it indicates success. That one indicates what? Success. If this Z-score is less than 1.8, then this indicates failure. failure. If the Z-score is in between 1.8 to 2.8, then in this case indicates success or failure. Success or failure. Also, it indicates success or failure. It indicates success or failure. Now, we can talk first on the assumptions, then we be able to see how we can do it. The assumptions. Assumptions of the model. The assumptions, when I talk of assumptions, we talk of them as the weaknesses. Okay? Or just don't use the word assumption, talk of weaknesses or the limitations. Weaknesses or the limitations. Weaknesses or the limitations. Number one, it does not account for all the financial ratios. It does not account for all the financial ratios. It does not account for all the financial ratios. Does not account for all financial ratios. Now, in this case, it only considers two ratios. They are what we call the efficiency ratios, and again, the profitability ratios. So, now, number two, you say, it uses historical data, which may not be accurate. It uses historical data, which may not be accurate. It uses historical data, which may not be accurate in predicting the current and future performance. It uses historical data, which may not be accurate, in predicting the current and future performance. The current and future performance. Number three, you say it uses financial data, which is likely to be manipulated, by the management, in order to reflect a favorable picture of the company. In order to reflect a favorable picture of the company. The last one, it does not consider the tax effect. It does not consider the tax effect. Does not consider the tax effect. Does not consider the tax effect in evaluating the performance. Does not consider the tax effect in evaluating the performance. Now, this is how we get the Z. Z will be given by 1.2 x1 plus 1.4 x2 plus. This should be plus 3.3 x3 plus 0.6 x4 plus 1 x4. However, in some questions will be given this, like in previous sitting, the question was there. Also, they will give you the formula on how you're supposed to get the x. Also, x in this case, x1 is given by working out